Hi everybody, I'm Jack. By now, you and everybody else on the planet has played that card game where us kittens are exploding. Well, I'm here for YouTube channel Easily Described to tell you that before we were exploding kittens, we were exploring kittens. So we created a card game for that. And guess what? We're pretty good at swearing, so we made up a couple of decks for that too. Let me tell you about the different decks in this game. First, there's a family version for ages 6 to 600. The deck here can be played without a few different cards, I'll get to that in a minute, by younger kids, and then with all the different cards for older kids and more genteel adults. Next we have the same deck, but with your common English swear words. It wasn't hard for us then to take this not safe for work deck and set it up as a new deck with non-English swear words, German, French, Spanish, and Russian. Finally, we didn't want to miss any marketing opportunities, so we made it into a regular poker deck too. So, deck 1 for kids and family. Like I said earlier, this first deck has several different kinds of cards, but if you keep a couple of types out of the deck, younger kids between 6 and 10 or so can play it pretty easily. And if you leave all the cards in the deck, then older kids and adults will find it a bit more challenging. The younger kids play only with character cards and play cards. Everyone draws a character card to start the game. It tells you whether you have to collect numbers, N, or colors, C. The character card also tells you how many points you can get if you win the hand. You keep your character card secret and don't show it until the hand is over. Play cards are numbered from 1 to 13. These cards don't have any point value in themselves for scoring. To win a round, younger kids have to collect either 3 of the same number or 3 of the same color. You can tell the kids in this age range to forget about using the character card points and just make winning a hand worth 1 point, and the first one to 5 or 10 points wins the game. After everyone gets a character card, you take the play cards and deal 5 face down to each player, and then put the rest of the deck face down between all the players. You then flip one of the cards over to start a discard pile. Players can either take from the face down pile or the discard pile, but you must always discard a card back to the discard pile. You must always have 5 cards in your hand. Older kids and adults in the family version have to collect either 4 of the same number or 5 of the same color. We're adding other cards for older kids and adult players as well. Wildcat cards act just like jokers in poker and allow you to make the card either a number or color that you need to win the hand. Catfight cards can either take or give points, or give some real surprises like exchanging character cards with another player. And these are the backs of those cards. Wildcat cards are mixed in with the regular play cards and might even be dealt out by the dealer. You set the catfight cards up next to the play cards, but without turning over the top card to start a discard pile. Catfight cards can only be played when the same number is discarded 2 times in a row. Let's say you discard the blue 11 card. The next player can throw down an 11 card and call catfight. That player then draws a catfight card and without looking at it gives it to any player they want or keeps it. If the player discarding the second 11 card forgets to say catfight, then any other player can yell it out and then give a catfight card to the player of their choice or keep it. After someone collects the number of cards specified by their character card, everyone tallies up their scores for the round. The player with my character card got 4 different number cards, so they get 250 points, plus or minus any catfight cards. Losing players still get points, 10 points for each card they collect. The player with Tiger's hand collected 4 of the colors they needed, so they still get 40 points plus or minus any catfight cards. And Felix's player still gets 30 points, 3 times 10, plus or minus any catfight cards. Okay, so now we move off the game that won't offend anyone to the one that probably will. And that is the not safe for work version, Expletive Kittens. This is the version with some pretty choice swear words, and there's two different decks for this. Deck 2 in the group of games is the English language deck. It uses the same rules as the older kid and adult version of Deck 1, but after you play with this deck, you'll be going, "Motherfucker, what a..." That's more like it. Now, where was I? Oh, right. This is the back of the play cards for Expletive Kittens. This game uses the same cards and same rules as Deck 1. But the play cards here carry some pretty choice words. And Deck 3 is the foreign language version of Deck 2. This deck has a different card back. As with the older kids and adults Deck 1 version and Deck 2, we have the same character, wildcat, and catfight cards, but the character cards have an important change. The upper left-hand corners now have WT for World Traveler and F for Fluent. Your cat becomes a World Traveler when it collects 4 of the same swear word in different languages. This was number in the other decks. And Fluent when it knows 5 different swear words in the same language, or color in the other decks. All the foreign language cards come with the foreign language translation and a pronunciation in American English. Okay, you're an American, but you're a culturally adventurous American. You ask your German friend Hans, "Hey Hans, how do you say shit in German?" And Hans will answer, "Well, in German we say Scheiße." Then you'd want to probably ask your French, Russian, and Spanish-speaking friends how they would say shit in their languages. Who knows, this game might get you started on Babbel. It's always nice to be able to speak another language. Finally, there's Deck 4. Poker, motherfucker! That's pretty self-explanatory, I think. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember our slogan, don't be a dick, buy a deck. Or you can brag to your friends, I'm not a dick, I bought a deck. We also have t-shirts. They look great down in the islands, that's for sure. Anyway, thanks a lot.